Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fasiha binti Abdul Basir. My matrix number 1192220.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Nur Shafiza binti Syaib. My matric number is 1192226.
My name is Nurul Amira binti Ahmad Ilmi. My matric number is 1192264.
My name is Nur Najihah Huda binti Cik Hamzah. Matric number 1192280.
My name is Nur Shahida binti Muhammad Zahid. My number matrix 1192292.
For the introduction, critical success factors, also known as key result areas, the areas of the business or project that are vital to its success. Identifying and communicating CSFS within an organization helps to ensure that the business or project is focused on its aim and objectives. To achieve the goals, they need to be aware of each key success factors, named as LASIK principles, presented by Lee and Theo, which is, the first one is low margin, next asset light, scalable, and innovative. The last one is compliance easy.
So we move to the first body, which is the critical success factors. To understand ICT product success, the author research IT within the business environment. ICT system implementation follows a process referred as the life cycle of software development and is sometimes handled as a project. Projects typically follow the identical route from the initiation of the project idea, preparation, the longer term of the fintech growth planning, execution to project closure. There are a range of things that will result in ICT project failures. The shortage of leadership and management in project is the key factor resulting in ICT project failures. Customer engagement, a positive attitude to project progress, versatile project resources, established success criteria, compliance with schedules and budgets, and the team management and communication are all of the factors. The goal of Kio's thesis was featured to the present body of project management leadership research by exploring the effect of leadership aspect on ICT projects. The research concluded that there was a necessary relationship between project management leadership and therefore the success of ICT projects. The study proposed that the assessment of the success of ICT project should use their style to display concern, care, and appreciation for other workers from the perspective of leaders and team members.
So now we move to the model. Despite describe about the model of critical success factor for fintech initiative. So the model named as Classic, and there are 7 components in this model. So this component help fintech to reach the objective of creating a sustainable technology business. So for the next part, we will explain about this component in detail.
Next, we move to the topic customer centricity. Customer centricity is a positive value that is received by customers. To grow up our business, we should prioritize customer value. Why? Because the customer will contribute to business that have potential and give them satisfactory service. Without creating value for customers, there is no business that can survive. By including fintech initiative to our business, it will improve the level of customer satisfaction due to the different style from the competitors. So now we move to the topic low profit margin. If you want to know, this topic is one of the characteristics of successful fintech initiative. While we reduce the profit, the customers get the benefits to access our web for free or less payment. Despite that, we need to be prepared for any possible losses that may occur due to the high expenses in this project. The practice in fintech cannot lead to greater financial inclusion, but it can lead to the greater in financial data inclusion. Increase in financial inclusion will increase in the number of users, while the number of users increase will lead to increase in financial data inclusion and others financial. To be clear, FinTech initiative is important in emphasizing the expectancy of customers.
Next is agility. Agility is the ability to detect and seize market opportunities with speed and surprise. Okay, agility is imperative for business services and give more impact as it do not incur large fixed costs, and it is also able to be innovative and scalable.
Next, we move to the scalability. Scalability is the ability of tool, network, or process to manage an increasing amount of labor or to enlarge its potential so as to accommodate that development. As example, when resources are added, it can sit down with a system ability to extend its total performance under an increased load. It is necessary for such cooperation to sacrificing the initiative's productivity, effectiveness, and economics. Developer must be mindful and however and confirm the technology itself is scalable.
So now we move to the security management. Okay, everyone concerned about their security while using internet or mobile application. Therefore, this component offer to protect privacy and civil liberties. So, it used for information classification, risk assessment, risk analysis to identify the threat, categorize asset and rate system vulnerabilities.
Innovation. The innovation is important to be a successful fintech business, and why? Because we need to be innovative, as we know nowadays many people using mobile phone and internet services. Last but not least, through this innovation, we aim to be successful, advancing and competing and also differentiating.
Okay, next we move to the ease of compliance. First, fintech must comply with complex regulation adopted by different regulators, and it can ensure that all necessary requirements are met without unnecessary duplication of effort and resources activities by increasingly adopting the use of consolidated and harmonized sets of compliance control. The main benefit of operating in a lightly regulated environment: first, it is lesser resources need to be spent on compliant activities. Second, it encourages innovation. Third, it also known as the compliant easy environment that will allow markets to become more efficient and competitive. For the objective, it can maximize the market opportunity, and it also setting the best practices for managing risk of financial stability and customer protection. In metric, it uses a radar chart to compare the different fintech initiatives from the point of view of CSFs. And the radar plotting technique is described, and examples are used to illustrate the possibility for comparison the classic CSF for a specific fintech initiative with the ideal ones. Next, this technique has particular relevance to illustrate the degree of multiple group difference on multiple variables in a single graphical display.
So for the conclusion, the model changed from classic model to classic model. The difference is asset-light change to agility. It may not reach success if it miss one of the factor or the component from the classic model, because the component help fintech to reach the objective of creating a sustainable financial technology business. So understanding this factor will critically important if to reach the successful. That's all from us. Thank you.